guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be redoing this dresser I did a few months ago for my nephew. I love this funky design, but I'm going to be doing something completely different since we'll be putting this in our bedroom. I originally top coated this with the wax, and that was a really bad idea considering it was going into a kid's room. There are several watermarks that are unfortunately too far into the veneer to be sanded out. I have to get rid of the wax before I start painting, so I'm going to be using this clean slate cleaner to get rid of it all. I let this dry overnight just to make sure that all of it was dry before sanding. I always regretted my decision to paint the base of this dresser. I did it because there was a spot I had to fill in, but I think I can disguise it good enough with a paint wash. The wood grain is so beautiful, and this will be a focal point once the dresser is done. After sanding the base to bare wood, I moved on to scuff sanding the body of the piece. I'm using a 240 grit here, and my main goal is to make sure it is as smooth as possible while still having a little bit of texture for the paint to adhere to. On both sides of the dresser, I'm trying to smooth the line going from paint to wood. This will make for a seamless finish. I gave the dresser a good wipe down, and then I moved on to cutting the wooden dowels. I got these from Lowe's. They're a 1/2 inch thick and 36 inches long. I'm going to be alternating between two different lengths, 4 1/4 inch for the long pieces and 2 1/2 inches for the shorter ones. I've used my miter saw several times now, but it still freaks me out. When the dowel gets short, I use a scrap piece of wood to hold it down to keep my hands away from the blade. Alright you guys, it's finally time to start applying them. I'm using wood glue to the backs of the wood pieces. If I were selling this dresser, I'd also use a brad nailer, but since it's just for myself, I'm sticking to solid glue. My biggest advice for you is to take your time applying this first piece. Make sure it's nice and level and exactly like you want it, because all of the other pieces will be relying on this one. I'm using a scrap piece as a spacer. This is why the first piece is so important. I'm making sure each piece is snug against the spacer to ensure the gaps are even. Once the new piece has been laid down, I carefully remove the spacer. Then repeat this process 100 more times. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden thing. I had been wanting to try this design for literally so long, but I was always too intimidated by it. But honestly, it really was not that difficult. Once you get that first piece down and you start getting a rhythm, it becomes a lot easier. While I'm waiting for the wood to dry, I have to finish sanding the base of the dresser. I don't know about you, but I hate hand sanding. I'll be using my Graco TC Pro Airless Cordless sprayer for this project. This is hands down my favorite sprayer, and it is well worth the price in my opinion. I'm going to be combining 3 of Melange's black shades for this piece. I'm using London Black, Jet Black, and Tokyo Black, but the majority of this was Tokyo Black. I love using the one line because it has a built-in primer and top coat, which makes the process a lot faster. While the first coat of paint is drying, I'm using my favorite spray paint and updating the hardware. I did a paint wash over the base using Stone by Melange. I applied this pretty thick and let it sit for a couple minutes before wiping it back.
By my son, feet step over splinters of the moon.
Since I sprayed with the drawers in, once the paint was dry, I went in and touched up the drawers. I also touched up any other areas that needed it. Let's take one last look at the before, and here it is now.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Bye guys!